Yo guys, what is going on today? It is Mike. We're back with some more domination. We're going to be starting up against the Nuggets here, and 500 is the goal to get here for the player pack. Obviously, we're still pretty low in the food chain here, so it's not really that hard. But I guess we'll find out. I mean, the last couple of games for domination they really have been pretty solid for us. We've done, especially the last game, we've done a lot of work. So let's see if we can keep this going. If it's our home court, put my home court on. All right, there it is. I was gonna make a rubber ducky logo for our team, we can name it the Ducks, but I couldn't I don't know. Didn't know what to do for it. The court doesn't look too bad though. Of course, we have to have the Space Jam logo over there.
And it's Kansas City to start out. We got a chance here.
Hopefully
to
these jerseys don't throw me off either.
All filled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor,
I can't remember what ball we're using.
They've got Gary Harris.
76ers ball.
Jokic is out there with Kenneth Faried. Then there's Gallinari, and it's Mudiay in at the point. Now here's Mudiay.
Oh, dude, that could have been a
Harris setting the pick for Mudiay. The dish to Harris. The basket good off the assist from Mudiay. Harris has got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for Denver. Up top, Bayless. Defended by Mudiay.
Whoa,
go
for that.
Bro,
gotta get that rebound.
It's a three-point game. And now Young running the floor all
there we
by
go.
himself.
And a great job of taking advantage of the steal there to get those easy ones in transition.
You know, that's exactly how you draw it up, Greg, on the board. I mean, good defensive work, aggressive play in the open court. Those two things are hand in glove.
I came ready to play.
Denver shooting their first free throws here tonight. Well, free throw good from Mudiay. He hits both from the stripe.
All right, come on now.
Here's Bayless.
Let's step it up a little bit.
Screened by Young. Bayless dishes to Young. And Young with the stuff.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him.
There's a lot of sound effects going on in the background too, which is pretty cool.
To the paint. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Now here is Harris.
Come on.
Dishes to Mudiay.
Make a move. Oh, we did.
Here's the teardrop. Rebounded by Kansas City.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Covington kicks to Young.
It could have been bad, man.
Lets it go with the three. And Robert Covington gets the three.
I'm glad that happened, though.
Times in the first quarter,
got
it
my
will
defender
dictate
off
how
me a little
big a
bit for
role
that three.
a player has later on.
Especially for a guy like him. I mean, he's not quite sure of himself. He's not a go-to guy on a regular basis, but it does help him when he finds his stride early in the ballgame.
Close out.
A dunk by Faried.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass.
So we're going to play a little bit better than we have been playing.
Didn't even have to break stride.
Embiid kicks to Covington. Another three for Kansas City.
He's just going to sit there at the corner
that was the
and take
play
off some
they had
jumpers.
set
We'll
up.
be okay
It
with
was
that.
too good a look to pass him.
Kansas City on D. 3-point lead. Pass to Jokic. Back to Mudiay. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
No question. He
we got the Hornets ball.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
That one misses. And so Kansas City now. Baldwin the pass to Davis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Davis has got his first basket of the night.
All the easy
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
And that one, good.
We're just going to let him walk up into the paint like that? All right.
1:58 left in the first. Here's Baldwin. Doesn't go that time.
He gave me space.
And it's Denver the other way.
Can knock it down still.
Pass to Moutier.
Dang it.
Evans, he's checked in for Kansas
I can't get
City.
another foul. I really don't want them to get to the bonus this early.
Davis with the double team. And there's the pass to Murray. His three-pointers off the mark.
Clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Here's Baldwin. And the rebound by
Bro,
Nurkic.
you're wide open.
Here's Denver now. Trailing by 2. Barton outside. Kicks it to Nurkic. Feeds it to Murray. Denver passing it around.
I want to be
And
able
the
to
basket
hit
is
this
good.
And he's starting to get what he
milestone
wants
for
here early and often. Nice move.
Full credit goes to him on that one, Greg. I mean, the defense played pretty good position, but just couldn't do much about it. That's just better offense that time.
And it goes as the official calls the
We haven't
foul.
had a lot.
He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Murray. And Davis sends
There
it
we go.
back.
Got a little block.
Here's Baldwin. He's covered by Murray. A nice shot by Baldwin.
Oh, I guess fast break layup going in.
There's 37 seconds left to play here in the first.
Starting to get a little bit more.
Barton
A little
against
bit more
Smith.
of a pattern
Doubled by
here.
Smith. They set the pick. Chandler, no good.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Smith, no luck.
I always forget about J.R. Smith being on the second string.
Now here's Murray. Not a lot of room. And the rejection by Evans. Got it off in time. And no good.
Jeez,
Trying to get
that
that one. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen, guys, from Kansas City.
You know, you can tell right now this team's on the same page. They are right where they want to be offensively.
Oh, crap.
Well, finding scores on time and on target with your passes, it makes scoring the ball easy for them.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. We've got Laverne. Will Barton is out there with Wilson Chandler.
Oh, he almost
then
had
there's
that.
Murray. And it's Nelson in at the one spot.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And he misses the
All right,
second
let's
one
go.
as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. And here is Gibson. Pass to Powell.
No,
Laverne
no.
with the steal.
Straight to him.
Lets it fly from 18. Nelson, no luck. Kansas City leading by 5. Here's McLemore. It's good. He makes his
There we
first
go.
shot of the game.
I want to learn
We've
to
seen
look at the
that movie
controls.
a few
I know
times, haven't
I
we?
haven't
An easy bucket
done that yet
in
with
the
this.
paint.
Well, listless
Kinda bad, but I
and
need to know how to
lifeless
Euro
at
step
the
and all that.
defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Laverne.
Can't get by on like
Here's Barton.
basic controls forever.
The 10-footer finds the target.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys
So we're gonna keep
off the
going.
dribble?
And Gibson wide open. He shoots. Drills the three-pointer.
We'll just take that 3 since they're gonna give it to us.
Denver trails by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Barton. And Barton throws it down.
Okay.
And wait to finish
That was
and
a
cut
big
into
bucket.
that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Now here's Gibson.
And one.
And they're going to count the bucket
Yeah, we got
and
the ball
send
in there.
him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
Looking at who's out there now for Kansas City. Joel Embiid.
Gotta get all those rebounds. Rebounds and blocks.
Young comes in for Davis. Robert Covington's checked in for Jeremy Evans. And it's Hill in for Ben McLemore. Now Hill following the miss by Gary Harris from deep.
Alrighty.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break.
Well, that's his second foul, and he does not want to pick up number 3 here. That'll mess your game up for sure.
Moutier, he's checked in for Jameer Nelson.
All right.
Now here's Fareed. Jokic a screen to the paint. Got a piece of it. Harris against Hill.
Yeah, this game.
In the corner, Gibson with it. From beyond the arc. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. Denver trails by 8.
I think so.
Moutier kicks to Jokic. Rejected by Young. They get it back. They retain possession. Now here's Gibson. He has 5. The feed to Covington. Beyond the arc. The kick out to Hill. He dishes it to Covington.
We're going to get one of these shoots to fall.
And Kansas City misses again.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Oh, get the steal.
There's 1:54 left in the first half. Gibson dishes to Embiid.
Got that alley-oop.
Alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Look at that.
Oh, the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
Great job, guys. Nice work. Good to see you. Now let's
got to be concerned with all the missed shots here, and every team goes.
I wonder how far this might picks up too, because.
And the best way to do that
I know a lot
when
of
you're
times
missing
pick
shots
up, like,
is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
Denver making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a
there's
big
one thing
dunk.
I hate interruptions, but like they happen.
Change the momentum in a
Then
game.
you can do
Well, they
about
got to
it.
chip away at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
4 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Smith. Offensive rebound.
A rebound.
Shot counts.
And put it back. Let's go, baby.
3-point play.
Second chance.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
And Kansas City making a change here. Bayless is checked in. Moutier pass to Nurkic. Rejected by Young.
Dude, I didn't see again what like
Smith
the
up
challenge
top.
was.
Nice ball movement by Kansas City. And yes, it's good. 5 points in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside.
All right, now we're on a roll.
Struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now, here's Moutier. 7 points in the game.
Drops
in the tray.
All right, got 30 seconds left.
Kansas City leading by 10. Now Bayless. It's Young on the wing.
Space the floor a little bit.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Kansas City shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. Big group substitution here for Denver. Laverne, he's checked in for Reed. Chandler comes in for Gallinari. Will Barton, he's checked in for Harris. And Murray subbed in for Emmanuel Moutier.
Oh, boy.
Now here's Murray. Bayless covering.
Probably can call this
Murray with it.
breaking.
Quiet so far offensively.
What?
Searching for his
Why
first
does he have to
points
go
of the
so
game.
excessive like that? Like I barely tapped it. Like I didn't want him to go like full on try and go for the steal.
6 seconds left in the first half of the game. And play stops.
Oh.
As it looks like they call him over the back here.
Yeah, a
Is he
bit
gonna shoot now?
over-eager right there.
Yes.
Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And that does it for the first half.
Alrighty.
The 2K
We'll take
Sports
it. Up at
Halftime
13.
Show.
Welcome back.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is...
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Nice game. Great performance by Emmanuel Mudiay.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities, and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
Nice little steal.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection.
Nice little layup.
All of his looks were good looks.
Robert Covington out there with Young. And there's Hill. Then it's Jared Bayless. And it's Embiid in at the 5, roaming the paint. They're the group for Jeff Hornacek starting the second half. Now here's Bayless. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points.
Oh, rebound and a putback. And a foul.
The foul. It may be a 3-point play.
Dude.
It goes on Kenneth Faried.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box
out.
Greg.
He's getting a lot more rebounds.
Harris against Hill. Harris kicks to Mudiay. Here's Jokic. And Embiid with the block. And it goes out of bounds.
They gives you
Last
8
touch
alone.
by Embiid.
Out of bounds. The ball goes to Denver.
Here's Faried.
We
Buries
just
it
fouled him.
despite the hack. Terrific play. He'll have a chance for one more.
Yeah, we
It's
can't let
on
him on the
Thaddeus
inside
Young.
of us.
For Denver, they have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line. That's good from Faried. Kansas City leading by 15. Embiid the screen. Bayless dishes to Embiid.
Another alley-oop, man.
Stuff the alley-oop.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Ooh.
And the basket by Harris. And so
making it
Kansas
rain
City
now.
They led by as many as 18 points. And Bayless kicks to Covington. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And Embiid
Dude, how many alleys are
throws
gonna
it
have?
down.
We're seeing the
They're gonna keep
shots
biting
start to
on
fall for them now.
Hey.
Yeah, exactly.
hit 'em
I
with
mean,
the
this has
roll.
been an extremely efficient second half for
But
them up to
eventually
this
we're
point.
just gonna switch
Denver
over
calls
whenever they
timeout.
start to, you know, fix their game plan maybe.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
And Kansas City making a change here. Davis is checked in. Nelson's checked in for Denver. Now, here is Nelson. He kicks to Faried.
Oh boy, he could have drove.
It's Gallinari on top of the key. Trying his luck deep, but they recover it.
Oh, should have that
Nelson,
rebound.
no one around him. And again,
There we
Denver,
go.
no
Got it
good.
anyway.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Embiid the screen. Loses his man off the
And when
screen.
they pick the
and lays
roll
it up
guy,
and in.
we go ahead and drive in without it.
Hill's got his first basket of the night.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
It's old school, and it works. And
Foul
now it's
call
bogus.
that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And some changes here for Kansas City. Jeremy Evans checks in for Robert Covington. Smith comes in for Hill, and Baldwin subbed in for Jared Bayless. Denver also making some changes. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Reed. Martin comes in for Gallinari.
No.
And Murray subbed in for Harris.
If he would have got off the rim, probably could have had that again.
When it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
Yeah, it can make you look silly. It embarrasses you. And we had a little silliness right there for sure.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
For Kansas City, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. That free throw, no good. Laverne, he's checked in for Denver. He doesn't get the second one. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. For Kansas City, they have taken 10 shots from the free throw line.
I don't know how
up to this
J.R.
point
Smith
and
was
made 6 of them.
But his release is so quick.
Both shots good from the strike. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Nelson with it. Now Smith defending. And LeBron
I had the guy down there.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Here's Baldwin. Guarded by Nelson.
Wrong guy.
Smith the pass to Davis. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Powell, he's checked in for
AI
Smith.
have like one job.
Denver also making a switch. Yusuf Nurkic.
Like
He's checked in for Nelson.
Can't even do that.
Denver trails by 16.
Ooh.
Barton wide open. He fires off target with his 3.
If I was kept goosing around, they wouldn't have these looks.
Here in the third quarter. And lots of contact there.
Dude, they're just fouling and attacking.
For Kansas City, they have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game. The free throw drops for Powell. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 1:35 left in the third quarter. Poked away. Stolen by Evans. Davis kicks to Evans. And the jam by Jeremy Evans.
Quick hands on the steal.
And just mad
hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Kansas City leading by 20. 1:10 left to play here in the third. Baldwin the pass to Powell.
What are we going to do here? Can't post him up.
Pass to Baldwin. 5 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Kansas City. And it's Evans missing.
He was wide open.
Denver trails by 20. Chandler attacking. Here's Barton.
No one even went out to
on the money.
Play some help defense
Barton's
or like
got 6
switch
points.
or nothing.
Barton's gone 3 for 5 from the field. Right wing.
No, dude.
And Davis wide open. He shoots. And a miss there on the triple. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
I don't think my starters have been in this whole quarter.
Here's Barton. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And that one misses. And some changes here for Kansas City. Young comes in for Dwight Powell. And George Hills subbed in for Davis. Moutier, he's checked in for Denver.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
Barton against Evans. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
We really haven't had a basket other than like free throws in a while.
On that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Denver making a switch here. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Here's Moutier. The wing jumper off target.
All right. Last quarter. Close out this game.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Kansas City leading by 18. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Moutier out there with Harris. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Kenneth Faried. And it's Gallinari in at the small forward.
Cashing that in. Let's go.
And Denver has
he was
possession.
For it.
Here's Harris. He feeds it to Faried. Faried setting the pick for Moutier. Back to Faried. Just 5 on the clock. Count it. Good.
Darn it, we should have had that.
Here's Baldwin.
I hate when disruptions like lead to our guys being unorganized.
The dish now to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Such a monster when he wants to be, man. But at times, like,
you're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from it.
Screen by Faried. Gallinari outside. The tray. That one misses. And Kansas City will go the other way with it. Young with the ball. Now guarded by Gallinari.
All right.
Embiid with the screen on Harris. Here's Hill.
Well, take the shooting foul, man.
A quick look here,
I was
guys,
going to pass it back, but...
for Kansas City.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean,
we're gonna
leaving
be okay
them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also...
Oh, man.
Denver calls timeout.
He had a lane, calls a timeout.
Start it.
And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
Well, Greg, the misses started piling up. Things kind of snowballed on them in that regard. This is a good timeout to kind of calm his guys down and hit the reset button.
There's been so many fouls this game. Oh, it's taking forever.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Now here's Bayless, guarded closely. Dishes to Covington.
Put him off me.
Embiid with the screen on Gallinari. The putback. Denver grabs the miss.
Dude, come on. If he wouldn't have been taking that.
Rebound number 5 here tonight. Gallinari outside. Screen by Fareed. Moutier dishes to Fareed. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
It's been a nice game for Fareed. He's got 10 points, and they've got to be happy with his work on the glass, too.
They really do. He is not giving up any ground.
Let's take these rebounds. Oh, we got to put back 2.
You know he's going to be there to fight for it. Just a solid performance on the interior.
There's been so many fouls this game
has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
Okie dokie.
Hill has the open.
Don't leave me open.
Offensive rebound.
Leave me open.
Embiid kicks to Covington. Outside Hill. Back to Covington. It's tipped. Embiid with it. Now guarded by Fareed. Outside Hill. From deep. Again missing Hill.
We can't hit a 3.
And here we go. Fast break. Moutier's got it. Makes a big high bounce and goes in.
I knew I should have closed out a little bit.
Gary Harris.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Bayless the pass to Davis. Back to
Oh,
Bayless.
I had that too.
Davis sets a screen. Bayless dishes to Davis. Covington in the corner. And that one falls coming off of Davis's speed.
About time.
And Kansas City leads by 19.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
Here's Moutier. Here's Jokic. Makes it off the glass.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Time called here. Kansas City decides to talk it over. They're up by 17. 1:24 left in the fourth. And it's a completely new group here for Kansas City. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Gibson against Nelson. Smith outside. Outside Gibson.
Tell you what, I'm just taking this right here.
Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. No good on the shot. Good D by Nelson. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And McLemore slams it in.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
From 13. Rebound by Nurkic. And here's Denver. 19-point game.
Block, man.
Nelson from outside knocks down the 3 ball.
And this run not really doing him any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. Would have been really easy to pack it in.
And here's Evans following the three from Jameer Nelson.
Won't answer.
Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul.
Oh, shoot. That's his first foul. Let it run out. Shoot it.
Now here's Murray, guarded by McLemore. Tries from 16, bounces high off the rim and drops.
And he gets the ball.
7 seconds left in the game. Pass to Evans. Smith for three. Misses. And so Kansas City takes the win.
Okay, we got another win under our belts here. Rolling through this domination stuff. We'll take it. Who do we got next? Do we get the Nets next? Where am I going again? Just right here. I think that's an injury thing, right? Maybe? I don't know what that is. We'll have to look more into that. Give me some contracts. Alright, let's see if we get any good players. A good player, I guess I should say. We got a gold contract. We'll take the gold contract though. I'm gonna take all the players we can get right now. But I do need to go. Oh, I sold him. Okay. We do have enough to open up a few packs. Something about James Harden for 10,000 credits. So let's go ahead and open up a single pack here. We got a gold contracts and nothing really good. Okay. I'm thinking I'm gonna open up one more pack and then I'm gonna save up. Maybe we can buy another decent player. Oh, boys, we got an emerald card in here. All right, we got Draymond Green out of that. Okay, so actually, if we're gonna start pulling good players out of here, then ooh. I actually have 2 emerald players now, because I've moved up and collected so many cards. So we're gonna keep opening up some packs here, just because we can. We got a gold. Probably gonna be a silver player. Oh, actually we got a gold player, so that's pretty good. We got Kid Gilchrist on our team now. We're gonna have to like reamp my roster. Do I have enough for another pack? I do not, but we can go to the reward queue and get my... We got Jay Williams here. Alrighty. That's a great way to end the episode right there. So guys, hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. We did pull a couple good things at the end there. Make sure to leave a like if you do enjoy and subscribe if you guys are new. But until next time, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Peace.